Hello everyone and welcome to Magic Kingdom Keeper. Today is our fourth installment in our Animal Chat series. And today we are going to talk about an animal that some people might not have heard about. So we are talking about the red-rumped agouti. And if you don't know what that is, just imagine a guinea pig and a capybara got together and had really weird long legs and also is about the size of a cat. Yes, I'm sure that vision really helped you understand, but I'll also show you all a picture. We'll see how close your vision comes to what actually an agouti looks like. But these animals, they are super interesting, so I hope by the end of this video you all appreciate agoutis more if you already knew about them, or find them super fascinating as a new animal in your animal repertoire. My cats like to be in these videos even if it's just making noise. Alrighty, so red-rumped agoutis come from South America, French Guiana, Suriname, Trinidad, and Tobago. I don't know if I said that right. But also Colombia, Venezuela, and Brazil. Agoutis have coarse, glossy fur, and it's greenish brown in color. And of course, since these are red-rumped agoutis, they have an orangish red backside. Whew, I don't know why that was hard to say. Maybe because it's 6 in the morning on my day off. I'm weird. They have an orange-brown underside with a white stripe in it. They have 4 toes on their front foot and 3 toes on their back. And they have small roundish ears. They are 6 to 13 pounds. So I did say, you know, they're kind of about the size of a cat. My cat weighs more than that, but he's giant. Well, one of my cats. Maybe he'll come have a little cameo in this video like he usually likes to. They are 19 to 25 inches long, and they have a short tail that is no more than 3 inches. So their tail is very, very short. It's kind of hard to tell. Here's Dracula. I told you he would come to say hi. And the females are usually larger than the males, which is kind of different in this species. That's not always uncommon, but it's a cool thing to know. So now we are going to talk about their diet. Something that is really cool about agoutis is they are the only mammal in South America that can eat Brazil nuts, and they are actually really important for the seed dispersals of Brazil nuts because they will find these nuts, they will cache them for the winter, and sometimes won't be able to find them again, and then a new tree will grow out of that. So it is actually a really, really cool system. They also eat fruits, seeds, shoots, and roots, and sometimes even insect larvae. And when they're eating, they do sit up, and they, so their butts are on the ground, and they eat with their hands and they hold the food to their mouth. Really, really cute way to eat, but it's actually really important the way they sit because these, as a rodent, which I don't think I said, but these guys are rodents, they are a prey species, and so they sit in this upright position so that they can bolt as soon as possible. So something really cool about these animals is if they need to get away from a predator, they can actually jump 6 feet up, which is pretty crazy. But they also can swim, they can run really fast, and when they are born, they can actually run within an hour of birth, which is not super uncommon for prey species, but it is also a really cool thing that they evolved to do so that they can run away. And speaking of prey, they actually travel in groups when they're finding food, so they can have more protection, which is really cool. And they do live in family groups. Their mates bond for life, and so then they have their offspring. So it's a family group, and they have 1 to 4 in their litter. And something else that goes along with their breeding rituals, besides mating for life, the male actually does this frenzied dance and urinates all over the female to show her that he's interested. So it's a pretty intense breeding ritual if we think about that in human standards. Gross. But it works for these animals. They do have very strong smelling urine, and this seems to work for them, and they bond for life. So whatever that male does works for the female, and we are not going to shame here because that's not what kind of channel this is. So they have their own way. So their lifespan is 15 to 20 years in human care. A lot of animals, like the agouti, that is a prey animal and hard to track in the wild. We might not know a wild lifespan for them, but as I said, in human care, 15 to 20 years. So just like two of the other animals that I've talked about, the red-rumped agouti is considered of least concern for conservation, but just like I always say, that does not mean it's not important for us to think about them in conservation, because they live in a place with a lot of other animals which might not be of least concern, and animals of least concern do not stay that way. So it's really important, since these guys live in a wooded area a lot of times, you know, make sure that when you are buying paper products, you are buying paper products with a stamp that says, woo, we're replanting trees, or, you know, using less paper, recycling, I don't know, all the things that can help, honestly, all the animals around the world in one way or another. Just do it. Just do it. Don't drink plastic water bottles. Don't drink out of plastic water bottles. You know, recycle, all those good things. And we will make sure that these animals hopefully survive in the wild for a lot longer. And then we can also have them in zoological facilities, so we can teach people about this super fascinating, kind of weird looking animal that has a lot of really, really cool things about it. So thank you so much for joining me in this installment in the animal chat series, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.